Hey everybody, welcome back to Read to You. I'm, as you all know, reading Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury for my English project. So if you're reading along, we're on page, well, I know we read a little bit of page 89, but I'm going to go ahead and start it over for a refresher. So here we go. Top of page 89. Send $4,500. Why? Bring it. I know a man who printed our college paper half a century ago. That was the year I came to class at the start of the new semester and found only one student to sign up for drama from Associates to a meal. You see how like a beautiful statue of ice it was melting in the sun. I remember the newspapers dying like huge moths. No one wanted them back. No one missed them. And the government, seeing the advantageous, it was to have people reading only about passionate lips and the fist in the stomach. Circled the situation with the fire eaters. Come on, Pat, there's this unemployed printer. We might start a few books and wait on the war to break and the pattern to give us the push we need. A few bombs and the families in the walls of all the houses, like harpoon rats, will shut up. In silence our stage whisperer might carry. They both stood looking at the books on the table. I tried to remember, said Montag, but hell, it's gone. When I turned my head, God, how I want something to say to the captain. He's read enough, so he has all the answers, or seems to have. His voice is like butter. I'm afraid he'll talk me back the way I was. Only a week ago, pumping a kerosene hose. I thought, God, what fun. The old man nodded. Those who don't build must burn. It's as old as history and juvenile delinquent. So that's what I am. There's some of it in all of us. Montag moved toward the front door. Can you help me in any way tonight with the fire, Captain? I need an umbrella to keep off the rain. I'm so damned afraid. I'll drown I'll drown if he gets me again. The old man said nothing, but glanced once more nervously at his bedroom. Montag caught the glance well. The old man took a deep breath, held it, and let it out. He took another eye, closed his mouth tight, and he took another eye closed, his mouth tight, and at last exhaled. Montag, the old man turned at last and said, "Come along. I would actually have let you walk right out of my house. I'm a cowardly old fool." Favor opened the bedroom door and let Montag into a smaller chamber where stood a table upon which a number of metal tools lay among a welter of microscopic wire hairs, tiny coils, bobbins, and crystals. "What's this?" asked Montag. "Proof of my terrible cowardice. I've lived alone so many years, throwing images on the walls with my imagination, fiddling with electronics, radio transmission, but then it has been my hobby. My cowardice is such a passion, complete, complete, I'm so, ooh, complimenting. Why can I not read that word? Complimenting the revolutionary spirit that lives in its shadows. I was forced to design this." He picked up a small green metal object, no larger than a .22 bullet. "I paid for all this. How? Paying the stock market, of course, the last refuge in the world for the dangerous intellectual out of a job. Well, I paid the market and built all of this, and I've waited, trembling, half a lifetime for someone to speak to me. I dared speak to no one. That day in the park when we sat together, I knew that some day you might drop by with fire or friendship. It was hard to guess. I've had this little item ready for months, but I almost let you go. I'm not afraid. It looks like a seashell radio, and something more. It listens. If you put it in your ear, Montag, I can sit comfortably home and warming my frightened bones, hear and analyze the fireman's world, find its weakness, and without danger, I'm the queen bee, safe in the hive. You will be the drone and the traveling ear. Eventually, I could pull out ears into all parts of the city, with various men listening and evaluating. If the drones die, I'm still safe at home, tending my fright with a maximum of comfort and a minimum of chance. See how safe I play it? How contemptible I am. Montag placed the green bullet in his ear. The old man inserted a similar object in his own ear and moved his lips. Montag? The voice was in Montag's head. I hear you. The old man laughed. You're coming over fine, too, Faber whispered, but the voice in Montag's head was clear. Go to the firehouse when it's time. I'll be with you. Let's listen to the captain meeting together. He could be one of us. God knows. I'll give you things to say. Well, give him a good show. Don't hate me for this electronic cowardice of mine. Here I'm sending you out into the night, while I stay behind the line with my damned ears listening for you to get your head chopped off. We all do what we do, said Montag. He put the Bible in the old man's hand. Here, I'll chance turning in a substitute tomorrow. I'll see the unemployed printer, yes, that much I can do. Good night, Professor. Not good night. I'll be with you the rest of the night. A vinegar gnat tickling your ear when you need me. But good night and good luck anyway. The door opened and shut. Montag was in the dark street again, looking at the world. You could feel the war getting ready in the sky that night. The way the clouds moved aside and came back, and the way the stars looked a millions of them. Swimming between the clouds like the enemy. Sorry, my print's really weird on this. Enemy daddy squid. It's so blurry, daddy. And the feeling that the sky might fall upon the city and turn it into chalk dust. The moon go up in red fire. That was how the night felt. Montag walked from the subway and the money in his pocket. He had visited the bank, which was open all night, every night, with robot tellers and attendants. And as he walked, he was listening to the seashell radio in one ear. We have mobilized 1 million men. Quick victory is ours if the war comes. Music flooded over the voice quickly, and it was gone. 10 million men mobilized. Faber's voice whispered in his other ear, but say 1 million, it's happier. But say 1 million, it's happier. Faber? Yes. I'm not thinking. I'm just doing, like I'm told, like always. You said get the money, and I got it. I don't really think of it myself. When I do, I start working things out on my own. You've just started already by saying what you just said. You'll have to take me on faith. I took the other on faith. Yes. And look where we're headed. You'll have to travel blind for a while. Here's my arm to hold on to you. I don't want to change sides and just be told what to do. There's no reason to change if I do that. You're wise already. Montag felt his feet moving on the sidewalk toward his house. Keep talking. Would you like me to read? I'll read so you can remember. I go to bed only 5 hours a night. Nothing to do. So if you like, I'll read you to sleep night. I'll read you to sleep night. They say you retain knowledge even when you're sleeping. If someone whispers it in your ear. Yes, here, far away across town in the night, the faintest whisper of a tunnel of a tuned page, the book of Job. The moon rose in the sky as Montag walked, his lips moving with just a trifle. He was eating a light supper at 9 in the evening when the front door cried out in the hall and Mildred ran from the parlor like a native fleeing an eruption of Vesuvius. Miss Phelps and Miss Fowlis came through the front door and vanished into the volcano's mouth with Martinez in their hands. Montag stopped eating. They were like a monstrous crystal chandelier, twinkling 1,000 chimes. He saw their Cheshire cat smiles burning through the walls of the house, and now they were screaming at each other above the din. Montag found himself at the parlor door with his food still in his mouth. Doesn't everyone look nice? Nice? You look fine, Millie. Fine? Fine? Everyone looks well. Well? Montag stood watching them. Patience, whispered Faber. I shouldn't be there, whispered Montag, almost to himself. I should be on my way back to you with the money. Tomorrow's time enough. Careful. Isn't this show wonderful? Cried Mildred. Wonderful? Wonderful? Wait. Oh, he's saying wonderful. Okay. Tomorrow's time enough. Careful. Whoa. Sorry, I kind of just started that over again. I was in wonderful. Wonderful! On one wall, a woman smiled and drank orange juice simultaneously. How does she do both at once? Thought Montag insanely. In the other walls, an X-ray of the same woman revealed the contracting journey of the refreshing beverage on its way to her delighted stomach. Abruptly, the room took off on a rocket flight. Okay, that about 1 minute left. On a rocket flight into the clouds. It plunged into a lime green sea where blue fish ate red and yellow fish. A minute later, 3 white cartoon clowns chopped off each other's limbs to the what the to the accompaniment of immense incoming tides of laughter. 2 minutes more, the room whipped out of town to the jet cars wildly circling an arena, bashing and backing up and bashing each other again. Montag saw a number of bodies fly in the air. Millie, did you see that? I saw it. Montag reached inside the parlor wall and pulled the main switch. The images drained away, as if the water had left them a gigantic crystal ball of hysterical fish. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks.